All right, so my uncle and my parents just got a Breville Express, their first espresso machine. First thing that they did was call me and ask me how to use it, which they are slightly confusing to use, right? The setup and everything is simple, but to get a good shot, you have to know what you're doing, or at least the basics. So that's what we're going to go over today. The easiest way is you want 18 grams of coffee in for 36 grams of coffee out. I drop that 36 down to about 22 to 32. Just makes the espresso taste a little bit sweeter, but again, basically a 1-to-2 ratio, really good place to start, and then feel it out with the coffee. The other thing that you want to mess with is the grind size. So on the grinder, with the Breville Express is built in, just mess around with it. The pull of the shot with the Breville Express should be around 30 seconds. It might be a little bit shorter, might be a little bit longer, but if it's around 30 seconds, that's a good thing. And again, just do it by taste. So if it's coming out too fast, that means that your grind's too coarse, so make it a little bit finer. If it's coming out too slow, that means that your ground is too fine, so make it a little bit coarser. Mess around with it. Again, this is all about taste. There's no right or wrong answer. There's just a really good kind of standard starting point that you begin with, and then you can deviate from there based off of what you like. So let's make a coffee. Again, I'm going to use 17.8 grams of coffee. That is what I have found works the best. I also recommend the hopper that's on the Breville Express. Don't just fill it up. Use it as a single doser. Get yourself a really cheap scale, like $10, and weigh out the grounds that you're going to use. Put it in there, and then you just get a single dose every time, so you know it's the right amount. You can just set it up where it just does it by time. That's how it comes. But if you do it that way, it's just never going to be perfect. So if that doesn't matter to you, if it's within 0.2 grams, it's really not going to make a huge difference. But I always just used it as a single dose grinder. All right, where you're also going to want to scale is when you pull your shot. Again, it's 18 grams of coffee for 36, or 18 grams of beans for 36 grams of coffee. So if you don't have a scale, if you just refuse to get one, again, it's $10. You can get yourself one of these cups, and they come with the ounces on here. I go to about 1.5 ounces. Some people pull it to 2. Some people pull even more than that. Some people pull less. Again, if I'm going to ristretto, it's going to be closer to an ounce. But a scale is the easiest way. You get it up underneath, put it on there, tare it, and then you pull your shot. Okay, 30 grams of coffee. Again, it gets me to about 1.25 ounces. Again, if you're not measuring it, that's another way of doing it. But that is how you pull an espresso shot. Now, when you go to taste it, so this should taste clean. It should be kind of in between sweet and bitter. It should be really smooth. Again, if everything is based off of your coffee beans, but if you're buying good coffee, this right here is Magnolia's Jade. It's great coffee, tastes good. It's going to be good if you don't mess it up. So if it tastes too bitter, that means that